Hello, I'm Michael Reed, Vedic astrologer with over 20 years of experience in the astrological field. If you're interested in scheduling a consultation with me, you can do so through my astrological services page, which you will find linked above. In addition to that, I have a course which is starting in August on the elements of the Panchangam. Now, these are 5 different components that, when worked with in a synergistic manner, help to determine the overall energy of a day. And I use these components in the composition of my regular lunar transit videos and articles, and they also work as an excellent tool in order to understand natal horoscope charts. Now, this course is presently open for early registration until the end of the day today at a 10% discount. If you're interested in registering for the course or just finding out more information on this 15-week webinar course, you can find information at the link above. That's how the cookie crumbles. What a great saying, but it's no real solace, really, when you were really hoping to get enjoyment from that cookie, when you were wanting to kind of savor every last bite of it, and now you're having to accept that that cookie is crumbling, right? And similarly, somewhere in your life right now, you may feel that something is beginning to dissipate, or, put in not as nice of a manner. Perhaps it's beginning to fall apart. And it's really difficult to accept. And the transition that you're going through in relation to that can really be impacting you and feel quite emotional for you. That, even though you've been secretly wishing for something to change. But sometimes we have this hope and vision of a certain way that we want a change to happen. And it looks much different in practice when the actuality comes into being. But when the actuality is coming into being and it's something that we know needs to happen, to just try to go, well, it's not happening in the right way, isn't going to be really helpful in terms of embracing change. And even though it's hard for you to accept, no amount of trying to breathe new life into a stale old situation is going to revive it and make it something that it once was. But at the same time, you can't let go of those poignant feelings that you have about it, that are making you think about something that was once very meaningful in your life. And so you find yourself at a moment of a crossroads, a decision, right? And you take a look at the situation, and you may actually be questioning at the moment, am I holding back? Am I stopping a change from happening simply because of something that I feel? Am I doing something wrong that's blocking the change that ultimately needs to happen? No. You're not holding back, maybe just a little bit, but not as much as you think. What's happening is you're actually working something out, right? You're actually looking at how this change needs to come into being. You're actually accepting the meaning and the wonder that something actually meant to you previously and paying your respect to it. And you need to let that process today have the time that it needs to take. You need to have the time to pay proper respect to something that was once very meaningful to you and on a certain level still is, but you recognize that it needs to change. If you do that appropriately, then when the time is right, you can let go with respect. Today, don't rush the process. Don't rush the process. Let yourself feel what you need to feel, but equally accept that no amount of wishing something could be different is really going to make it different. It's best to accept something's departure from your life, but let that transition happen at a natural pace. And if you could use a little bit of help with this particular process, or any process in general, or you would just like a look at the astrological climate, which is ahead of you, all you need to do is to visit my astrological services page, where you can schedule the astrological service of your choice through the link above. That's going to do it for this look at the moon's transit through Punarvasu Nakshatra on the 9th of May, 2019. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.